Hello, my friends. Welcome to my timeline. If we haven't yet met, my name is Jess. I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for checking in with this journey that we have been taking over the past 2 months. I set the intention in September to record and upload one video every day, just documenting my life, talking about stories, anecdotes, going on rants, spewing spirituality, and just connecting with all of you over the internet, trying to find this shared sense of community, love, and support. So I do hope you are having a beautiful day wherever you are. Please consider subscribing if you're not already. Why, it's such a beautiful day. Sundays are such a special day, aren't they? Are you one of those people that set Sunday aside for your family or for yourself? Do you have any weekly routines or practices that you like to engage in on this day? I'd love to know. If you're feeling brave, please write it down in the comments. Let's have a little conversation. Today we were invited back to church. And if you've been here for a little while, you have heard me speak on this topic a handful of times. And my in-laws are practicing Christians, and they have invited us to church a handful of times. And as always, it's beautiful. People coming together in faith, and the music is very well written. It evokes so much emotion within you. And seeing people in this space worshiping, it shows you how special it is for people to come together under one roof to share stories and to connect and to find community. It becomes a bit of a complicated thing trying to navigate the landscape of language and scope. Having not grown up in a formal religious structure and having found my faith through experience, a very wide-ranging, all-encompassing gray area belief system that I have a very hard time bringing into words. I recently heard someone describe what I believe is something close to what would articulate my beliefs. And I guess I'll share it to see if maybe it connects with you, or maybe there's something similar that you believe. And I'd love to know, because I'm always trying to expand my knowledge and my understanding, because it's the topic, isn't it? So I heard someone say that there's layers, and there's source energy, which is like the direct consciousness, the unifying energy that just simply is truth. And then there's God, And God is simply the energy of creation. And when we speak about manifesting and attracting and magnetizing, there's this creation, this creator energy that we're tapping into. And then there's spirit, which is like how it all flows through this world. And I take that to break down into the elementals and nature and, the birds, the plants, the kind of the physical and non-physical, of course, because there's, elements and probably like the spiritual realm in there as well. So it's so those are like the three main layers, and I really liked the way that was described, and it's something that I've just been kind of chewing on and trying to digest and understand in my own way so that I can then articulate it in a probably more profound way. Give me a couple weeks, couple months, couple years. I'm sure I'll have a better way of expressing it in the future. But sometimes it's nice just to throw it out there and see how it feels coming out of your mouth so that you can think on it again and then come back to the table and express it again and again. And eventually you find something that feels right coming out of your mouth. Or as you write, it feels right as it leaves your body. That's what I've been playing with today. I'm reminded something. I'm reminded of what I need to be conscious of when it comes to having conversations with people in specific religions. And it's hard for me to wrap my head around because I don't believe it to be true as of this moment, but I don't know if I have my blinders on. But one thing that I'm hearing is that me coming to the table with this language and conversation surrounding what I believe God to be is not the same language as what people of specific faiths believe. And to me, I'm like, we're just talking about love at the end of the day, and and creation energy and unity and everything that encompasses that type of language. But I'm reminded that some people believe that there's an entity of a specific style, and that is the entity that is in existence and makes choices and decisions and sends their will out into the world. And I'm sitting over here like, yeah, like creation consciousness, as above, so, or as within, so without. And, we're co-creating, and, but there's a bit of a language barrier and understanding barrier when communicating about faith. And that's something I'm trying to work with. And that's why I get really excited about having conversations with people about faith when they believe in what I would call the structured version of God. And I would say mine is the unstructured version. And I love talk because to me it feels like we are talking about the same thing. We're just classifying it in different ways. And that feels okay to me. Because at the end of the day, if someone has a specific belief system, That's none of my business. And I just need to find a way to respect and love them and find the commonality between us so that we can come together and celebrate this energy. And was it today? Oh my gosh, it was today. I have a beautiful story. So, I was out for my morning walk with Sadie, and I I was across the street from someone who had just walked out of a house, and they clearly had an argument with someone. So the door slammed, and then this young girl walked out with a t-shirt and a skirt, and she was cold. It was cold this morning. It was so cold this morning. And she's walking down the street, and I was like, instantly, something in me said, you need to go see if she's okay. You need to go see if she needs a coat. Um, and so she was walking quite fast in front of me. We were on the other side of the street, and so we're walking, and I'm like sort of trying to catch up with her and playing out how this would go. And I saw her call someone, no answer, call, no answer, call, no answer. And so it got to the point where I was about to turn, and I was like, oh gosh, like this girl needs a coat. Like there was something in me that was like, you need to go say something. And then I went to go turn, and then Sadie stopped, and she was trying to pull me forward, and that was like the second sign of like, no, like we need to help. We need to check in on this person. And so she had another phone call. Nobody answered, and so we were standing. And then all of a sudden, she turned around and started walking back. And I was like, perfect. So we crossed the street, and I said, hey, are you okay? Like, do you need a coat? Do you need anything? And we proceeded to have this, this beautiful conversation. And it it was that reminder that those moments, if it's a God, if it's spirit, if it's the universe, if it's an angel, if it's a guide, if it's your own intuitive knowing, it's like there's something that happened that encouraged you to make a choice. And when you listen to that, beautiful things happen. And this girl was, she's 18, and she had a fight with her boyfriend, and she was feeling unvalued and underappreciated. And I got to step in and say, girl, you are so valued, like trust yourself. And I've been married for, oh gosh, I should know this, many years now. And we've been through the ringer, and I got to be able to express some wisdom to her. And, we got to speak about relationships and life, and just to make sure she was okay. And I thought to myself, if my daughter had a fight with her boyfriend and left the house in, 4-degree weather, I would hope that some kind person would say, hey, do you need a coat? Do you need a hug? Do you need just someone to talk to for 10 minutes? And getting to express that story to someone who also believes in faith, even if we believe that the lightning bolt came from sort of different sources, it still was the shared understanding that something spoke through me, or the will of something greater than myself came through me, and I got to act out a service. to humanity, by supporting this young woman on her journey and making sure she knew, like, so nobody was answering her call, but it's like she needed someone, and I got to be that person on the other line. I got to answer. I literally got to answer the call, and that felt so special. Felt so special. And those are the moments, baby. Those are the moments. Those are the moments. I hope you're having a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you are. Life's beautiful, isn't it? We'll see you tomorrow.